Chapter 9, Ghost Gunk. So here we are, where the story started. I wish I could say the ghost stayed in the kitchen, or went back to wherever ghosts come from, but we weren't that lucky. The ghost followed us into the den, and that's how I ended up here. Hiding behind the brand new sofa, shivering and quivering. Don't judge me, though. You would be hiding too if there was a large, gross, burping ghost floating over your head. The ghost looked like it was going to be really, really, really sick all over the brand new sofa. And me. Good thing Desmond was there. That kid wasn't scared at all. He looked up at the ghost and said, "Hello, I'm Desmond Cole, Ghost Patrol. You are in a home that is owned by this human, Andres Mieroso." The ghost let out another burp. Brrr. And this one stank even worse than the last. I covered my nose with my hand, but I could still smell it. That was when the ghost turned its head to look at me. I started to shiver and quiver at top speed. "You own this house?" the ghost asked me in an eerie, raspy voice. A ghost was talking to me. I began. My, parents own the house." "Are your parents human?" the ghost asked as it moved closer to me. "Yes, I think so." I looked over at Desmond, who nodded and gave me a duh look, as if to say, "Of course your parents are human." Then the ghost turned back to Desmond. "What did I eat? It looked good, but it makes me feel so bad." "I'm sorry about that," Desmond said. "My mom made it, but it wasn't for you." "Is that what human food tastes like?" the ghost asked, and it burped again. "Brr." "No," Desmond said, "only when my mom makes it." As the ghost hovered above us, I could hear its stomach making the same kind of monster noises my parents' stomachs had made. Desmond cleared his throat. "I know you are not feeling well," he told the ghost, "but I need you to leave this house. Do you have anywhere else to go?" "No," said the ghost. It lowered its ghost eyes. "I move from one house to another all the time. I do not have a home." Well. I couldn't believe it. I actually started to feel sorry for that ghost because I knew exactly how it felt to move all the time. Now, the ghost didn't seem so scary. It just looked sad. Maybe you can stay here, in our basement." I did not expect to hear those words come out of my mouth, but they did. I mean, if you promise not to do any spooky stuff, like what you did with the silverware and the kitchen table, do you think you can not do that? That was when the ghost smiled. Yes, thank you. It looked so happy. It raised its arms to give me a hug and said, "I promise to always be on my best behavior." It was the loudest, ghostliest belch on the planet. It was followed by the ghastliest, grossliest gunk in the universe, and it landed all over our brand new sofa and all over me. Chapter 10, Meet the Ghost Patrol. Turns out, the ghost's name is Zacks, and he's actually pretty cool. Well, for a ghost. He tries to keep his promise and not scare me, and he never bothers my parents at all. Actually, living with Zacks is like having a little brother. He always floats through my walls uninvited, takes my stuff without asking, and reads my books before I'm finished with them. But I don't mind, most of the time. Even if I did, I wouldn't say anything. Let me tell you, it's really hard to wash off ghost gunk. It's something I only want to do once. As for Desmond, he's my best friend now. Even though he couldn't stop me from being, slimed, he did solve my haunted house problem. Well, my house is still haunted, but now I know it's only because of Zacks. Life in Kerrsville is getting better and better. I have a ghost and a new best friend. Oh yeah, I have a new after-school job too. I joined the Ghost Patrol. Desmond says it's easier with more than one person. Right now, my biggest fear is that my parents will tell me it's time to move again. That would be the worst, because I kind of really like it here. Desmond gets calls all the time, from kids who need his help. No, our help. That's what makes Kerrsville such an unusual place. You never know what's going to happen next. And believe it or not, I like that. Andres Miedoso, Ghost Patrol. No ghost too tricky. Call 555. No ghost. And we finished! Congratulations!